Hey guys, this is Danks87. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do 3D doors and gates. And two different variations. This is the first. It opens when you get near, and it closes when you go away. The second is a controlled door, so you have to open it yourself. You can walk straight up to the door and it won't let you past. You can see at the bottom it says press triangle to open door. So the player needs to press triangle and then the door will open. Okay, so what you're going to need is an impact sensor, a timer, a battery, a controlinator and a selector. To show you first how to do the controlled door, so we need to go to animators and pick up a decoration rotating disc. And just pop that down. Next we need the decoration to use as the door. Now you're quite limited on what you can use as doors, so I'm just going to go with a simple gate, and you need to make sure that the gate is placed in the middle. I don't think I've quite got that in the middle, no, but we're going to go with this anyway just to show you. Next up we need my old favourite, the sticker panel, because we can make it invisible, which is always best. So we're going to put down a square, and we want it about 3 thick, because the gate will be in the middle and then you have a space either side. So make that whatever colour you want and make it completely invisible. Next up we're going to put on a microchip onto our sticker panel material, and inside the microchip we are going to need our first piece of logic, which is the impact sensor. So we're just going to pop that down, and inside here we're going to tweak some of it. We want it to include touching, and we don't want everything, we just want all players. Now we want our timer. I'm going to pop this down, and we're going to connect that up. And we're going to have a 2.5. This is how long the door will open and close. So the longer, the further it's going to open. The shorter, the less it's going to open. So I'm going to go with 2.5 at the moment. And connect that up. Nope, we don't need to connect that up. We need to add in another microchip. And inside this microchip goes the battery. And attach the timer to activate the microchip itself. Now go into the settings of the rotating disc, make it about 30, and always speed scale, not on off, speed scale. This allows it to move in both directions and make it invisible. Okay, so add the battery to it. So we've connected it all up together. Next up we need another microchip. This is going to be where our player can control the door. So we need a controlinator inside the microchip. We're going to need to make that controlled by the nearest player. And we're going to put the impact sensor onto the microchip, so it turns it off and on. So only when you're within range does it say open the door. Next we need the selector. Only 2 ports needed, and the bottom port will now activate the timer. And we're going to use triangle and pop it in the bottom port, so it activates the timer when you use triangle. Change the name of triangle to open gate, and you'll get a little symbol at the bottom telling the player how to open the gate. I have a single gate that opens when I press triangle. To make the second gate is really simple. It is literally copy and paste. So we make it so that we can see the disc, and then we take it, we copy it, and we flip it using the R3 button, which flips it completely around so that we keep the same rotation that it's got. It's just inverted. Connect that up to the battery as well. And now we have our gate, albeit a small gate. You'd need to make yours a little bit larger to make it a little bit better, but nonetheless we have a gate. Next up, we want to use a piece of invisible material. You can either do this by using any material and putting a occupancy tweaker on it so that it becomes completely invisible. You need it to physically stop you, so it cannot be any material that you can walk through. Alternatively, I think it's in one of the DLCs, I can't remember which one, but they actually gave you an invisible material in your special materials, which is what I use for physical material that stops you from moving. So we make the door shape, and we make it static so that it doesn't fall over or get pushed or anything like that. Then we're going to need to add a destroyer onto it, and the destroyer needs to be hooked up to when you press triangle, which is the output of the second selector. When the door is closed, you cannot get through, but when you press triangle, the material disappears and you can freely walk through. Next up, I'm going to show you how to make the door open and close freely. So we're not going to need the controlator, we're not going to need the selector. We're going to rejiggle things a little bit. Add a microchip and put your timer inside the microchip, hooking up the timer to the impact sensor. Just going to move things around a little bit. We're going to need two outputs, so we're going to use an OR gate, and we're going to attach the OR gate to the battery and down into the discs. So there's two inputs that can now be used on the discs. And we're going to need a NOT gate attached to the timer inside the middle microchip. I'm just going to move these all up the top. We're going to need to copy these three parts because these are going to be our close. It works exactly the same as the open. Attach that to no, we don't need that attached there. We'll sort that in a minute. Attach the battery to the second OR gate and attach the NOT gate to the input of to turn on the middle microchips, one opposites. Next up, we need to change both of these are 100%, so they're both going to move the thing in the same direction at the moment. The second one needs to be when you're not in contact, so attach that to that timer. And then we need to change the battery for that one to be -100, so it closes the gate again. We have a gate that opens when you get close and closes when you get away. Keep tuned for more. Thanks guys.